In the land far away lived a young, handsome man named Edmund. One day he met a lady in the woods. From that moment forward, his heart felt too big for his body. His thoughts was running and swirling, loud and noisy, and all about her. Every day when fishing, he was looking over the river, expecting to see her on the other side. After a whole year of drowning in the feelings he never felt before, he asked Martha to be his wife, and she said yes. They got married in the same forest they met for the first time, surrounded by Martha's family and blessed by the rainbow in the sky. From now on, they are a Burning Brook family. Martha will obviously move in with Edmund, and according to the rules of this challenge, Edmund can get 2,500 simoleons as Martha's dowry. I will change that a little bit and only give them 500. I think it will better reflect financial status of both Martha's family and Edmund especially. Welcome to the third episode of Ultimate Decades Challenge. I pull you straight into a wedding ceremony and then straight out into paperwork. And now Nancy wants to talk to us. I don't know why Nancy in the woods or why she's talking to Edmund and Martha, checking in on newly married couple on her husband's grounds apparently. Oh god, that's not ominous at all. I think I can pat myself on the back for the design of this character, because I get scared every time I see him. But it's Matthias Parr, owner of a dragon whose egg Edmund has stolen, and that dragon egg is still in Edmund's house. Okay, Nancy, it was nice talking to you, but I think we're going to ask Martha to go home. The last thing Edmund would want is for Martha to get involved in this situation. You don't have to be that judgmental. It's been almost 3 years since Edmund stole an egg and ran away with it. He managed to build a life for himself, life that he once dreamed of. And at this point he regrets stealing a dragon egg in the first place. Because nothing would have changed if he didn't. He made no profit, only made an enemy in rich, influential men. So the only thing he can do now is beg for forgiveness, ask to spare his life and promise to give egg back. But Matthias doesn't want egg back. He came here to say that he forgives Edmund and his theft, and he doesn't seek neither revenge or egg. Edmund is baffled by such a news. Did his master search for him and traveled all this way just to say this? Matthias will say that he came here to deliver the words of approval from Dragon itself. Dragon approved Edmund as an owner of that egg, and Matthias will not disrespect Dragon's will. But he also came with warnings that having a dragon comes with a very high price. Edmund became an owner of a dragon egg, and unknowingly to him a future dragon that will hatch from it, the second when he took the egg. And in the future, he will pay his price. Edmund was very puzzled by this word. Is Matthias threatening him, or just talking in riddles? But before Edmund couldn't ask any further questions, his old master took his leave. He clearly wasn't intending on elaborating any further, and only left dry "Farewell, Edmund" behind him. Edmund didn't take too long to ruminate on that conversation. He's happy to be alive and forgiven, and also don't own anything to Matthias. And his new wife waiting for him at the house. By the way, ring that he made for her, sorry, I meant to say ring that he fished out from the river and gave her, is actually was in her inventory this whole time. And it looks quite rusty. Martha is happy to see that Edmund is okay and that scary looking man didn't hurt him. But they are newly married couple, and as newly married couple, there is one thing that they must do. Her back is sore from cheap bed. Girl, that's your life now, get used to it. Now they gonna lay down on the grass together under this tree, and Edmund will tell her about an egg. Previously, he was only telling her that he had a cruel master and left because of that. But now he will tell her that that odd rock under the tree is actually an egg of a dragon that he took, let's call it took, from his old place of employment. Marta is easily impressionable, so she is absolutely fascinated by the idea of dragons and any kind of magic existing in this world. So she's not mad at Edmund for keeping a secret, only excited for potential of dragon hatching from that egg. And now when we're done with magic and talking and not lying to our partners anymore, we can slowly settle down in their new married life. I will send Marta to take care of the bees. She needs to introduce herself to the bees, and Edmund will go fishing. Yes, he can't escape fishing even on his wedding day. And I will pay their bills. In first episode I said that bills is going to be them paying the Lord so they can live on his land. For some reason I don't see option to pay the bills. Maybe we don't have enough simoleons to do that yet. In that case, let's send Marta to cook. She will attempt to cook a fish on a stick. It's her first time cooking. She has lower cooking levels than Edmund, I think. Yeah. As I was saying, she has very low cooking level. Edmund, you have dinner now, cooked by your wife, and she even handles fire herself. Put Mabel to bed? Who's Mabel? And after you're done with that, you can try for baby once again. We need babies. And after that, you can sleep. It's already 2 in the morning. It's time to... Wow. Sun. That's beautiful. You need to wake up though. I want Marta to tend to garden because she needs to raise her gardening skill. Edmund, you know what to do. But in the afternoon we will go into town. This is Dulce, Marta's mom, visiting her child. Marta will have a foraging day today. There are mushrooms and berries all around this forest, and we will harvest them once per season, the same as our own garden, to adhere to the rules. Look at all of these mushrooms. This is priest that married them. How do you don't even know him? Introduce yourself, please. I love Hanford. It's so pretty. Like, just look at these ruins. It's also very sunny today. It just makes sense. We're going into summer. It's already 5 p.m. I think we need to wrap this up and go into town and sell our fish and buy seeds for next season. We're going to sell all our fish. This one fish costs 200. Wow. We need to haggle again because now we need to buy items. In the summer we can plant blueberries and blackberries. That's not much. Blackberry, 1 blackberry and 2 blueberries. Maybe this stall also has some. She has 4 blueberries. Okay, that's something. And I don't think she has blackberries at all. We home now. It feels kind of awkward without music. I'm just there, watching. Oh, wake up, it's morning, it's spring harvest. We have a lot to do. It's also very dusty in here. I'm going to deal with that later. Let's go harvest everything. I can also evolve some of these things. Okay. Hi, Bunny. I see you. Wait. Don't harvest. I think she will be harvesting. Because you already kind of did gardening. He already had a successful holiday. We, by the way, can finally pay our bills. I think. For some reason, I don't have option to pay bills. Despite the fact that we clearly have enough money now to do so. How do I pay? Anyways, all these plants are not in season anymore. We're going to sell all of them. I'm going to buy a couple of these. And technically we can have chicken ready. Nothing stopping me from buying a chicken coop. I have this cool custom content chicken coop. Let's plant crops. We have a whole of 1 blackberry and 6 blueberries. And that's all actually. And sage. Can we plant oversized crops? Marta, you can plant this. Continue planting, stop talking. I think we're going to purchase a couple of chickens. We're going to purchase a brown rooster and a white hen and see where it gets us. We're moving up in the world. We have chickens now. Life is good. They're actually so happy together. I love them. Okay, very happy together. I get it. She is attacked by a rooster. Why are roosters the most violent creatures ever, for no reason? I have childhood memories about running for my life from the rooster my family owned. And look at Hen being a normal animal. I want to send Marta foraging, but this time it's a mod called Ye Old Cookbook that also comes with a bunch of medieval activities that you can go to through this old signpost. Marta also gained foraging skill from doing this. Edmund reached level 10 of fishing. He mastered the skill. He can teach others now, right? He will teach his sons in the future. That sounds so sweet. Marta came back from the foraging in the forest, found more sage, lemon, green peas, nettle, that's new, and bird's eggs. The two last ones are from the mod. We will plant the sage, but lemons and green peas are not around during this time, so they will go to the Edmund for bait. Another activity from this mod is hunting. I want to test it, so Edmund will go hunting with Marta's father, Garrett. I like the idea of Garrett teaching him how to hunt. Edmund came back very dirty after hunting. He brought back a squirrel and a pigeon. That's great, I guess. What a better way to end a day than woohoo. I think I forgot to clarify that in Ultimate Decade Challenge, if you're using mods, you're supposed to use a risky woohoo option to set to 25% chance instead of try for baby option to mimic a real life chances for pregnancy, which means that Marta has only 25% chance to get pregnant, and I'm starting to get a little worried. It's been 3 days since they got married. Morning. Our laundry is overflowing, so it's time to do some washing up. It's actually our first time doing laundry ever, so that's good that I can smell Edmund. He's busy with the garden right now. It's bug infestation here today. It's 8. Too late, buddy. Yes, we heard you. As annoying as roosters are, chickens do make this garden very lively. After laundry and gardening, they now having breakfast together. Marta made foraging stew today. Maybe after breakfast we can get in a sneaky extra risky woohoo. Rules say to try once per sim day, but as a first gen, they can have a pass to try more often. And then Edmund will go fishing and Marta continue to take care of the garden. I sent her to catch a frog. Frogs can be used as a bait for fishing. Oh, it's a priest again. Good afternoon, sir. He's probably asking how married life is going and if they have kids yet. They've been married for a year almost. When I started this video, I thought she would be at least pregnant by this time. How Brook legacy will survive through the history if there is no legacy? She reached level 2 in foraging. She can now craft the forager's basket to help forage and bring home larger amounts of ingredients. That's very interesting, we should do that. It's Monday, last day of 1303. Today they gardening together. Hi chicken, are you bored? Do you want attention? She liked attention. She came all the way here to ask for it. It's cuddling with animals kind of day. I will be honest, Monday was very unremarkable day. I had nothing to say for most of it. I also don't know how much of repetitive day-to-day gameplay you would like to see, or maybe it would be better to show you brief summaries of several days together. Anyways, it's 1304, a new year already. Bees still don't like Edmund, by the way. Good morning to you too, buddy. We need to handle garden chores swiftly today, because we're going onto an adventure today. We're going to a medieval marketplace. Marta will try herself in selling things, mostly eggs and honey. Also a forager stew, because we have 6 portions left. I have a speed build video about this lot on my channel. It's a market in a street, with a bunch of stalls and tables with goods, and also a couple empty sales tables, so your sim could use them to sell their things. It's on my gallery, but it's marked as built with custom content because there are custom cross-stitching done from references. Maybe I should delete those. and re-upload the slot so more people would see it. All the buildings here are fake. They're from cottage living debug. Maybe one day I will go back and turn them into actual builds. Maybe if I ever decide to buy for rent DLC. Someone bought a portion of a forager's stew for 64 simoleons. That's quite a lot. Edmund is kind of just sitting around and doing nothing. I know what he can do. He can go and fish. Fishing at a new location is exciting, right? Oh, and he's sick. It's too early for plague, my friend. I don't even think you will live long enough to see a plague. Why are you yelling at Marta? Just some random old lady yelling at my sim. We've been at the market until 6, and the only thing we sold is that one portion of forager's stew. Not as successful as I hoped for, but fun. It's something different to do. To chat with oh my god. A person turning into a wolf. Run, Martin. I think Edmund didn't notice. He was too busy fishing. A whole dragon could hatch in your front yard and you wouldn't notice. Great. Okay, let's woohoo before the bedtime hits. We're still waiting for that first pregnancy. I love just watching their house at night as time passes. Oh, he's attacked by the bees while he was pooping. They were offended. Maybe next time not in front of the big box. Good morning, Marta. You won't believe what just happened to your husband. The Burning Brook family found a little bit of a routine now. Basically, Edmund just wakes up, eats, and goes fishing, and Marta is the one who tends to the garden. It's her occupation for now, while she doesn't have kids to care for. And garden is slowly growing in size from sage and blueberries she brings from foraging trips. And she reached cooking level 5. Hi Sarah. Unexpected visit, but I don't mind it. It would be nice to chat to someone. Gossip about neighbors. Do we even have neighbors? Across the river, I guess. But would you even call them neighbors? What are you giving to Marta? A pie. A whole pie. Thank you, Sarah. That was unexpected but really kind. Marta, stop lying about your career to people. You have no career. It's 1300s. I don't want for this pie to go to waste, and I was already planning on sending them into town, so we just going to bring Marta's whole family with us and Sarah, so we could eat pie together. Everyone just picked up their plates and left. They've been all romantic. I love them. I didn't invite you to eat pie with us, but help yourself, I guess. I need to give Mayor a makeover. We see her every time we come here. Who are you and where is Kim? We have a new vendor for some reason. You also need a makeover. We came here to sell fish as usual, but also to buy some wool from other stall because I want for Marta to start knitting. She came to Mrs. Campbellbottom's stall a minute before closing. I'm so sorry for that. I hate to be that customer. We're done with all our selling and shopping. They're always so flirty. But let's go home and put that flirty mood to good use. It's 4 in the morning. Why are you already up? Marta is making classic fish on a stick for breakfast. I'm sending them to try for a baby or to do risky woohoo twice a day now. It's getting scary. It's been a weekend game since they got married. Edmund is off fishing. Marta is doing her chores in the garden and tending to chickens and bees. What happened to bees? They were loving Marta this whole time. Now they hate her too? Garrett came to visit us. It's Marta's dad. Her parents is checking on her regularly. Edmund, come and say hi. I want Edmund to have a good relationship with his in-laws. He has no family of his own, so they like parents to him too. Go hunting together. And while they do that, Marta can start learning her new skill, knitting. Or we can pretend that it's just generally making clothes, sewing. I wish that was a thing in this game, making clothes. Were you swimming in mud on that hunting trip? Also, while Edmund was away, Dulce, Marta's mom, came over. We can have some foragers stew for dinner, together, as a family. It's 5 in the morning and I got notification that baby chicken is ready to hatch. It's so precious. Huh? Marta? Is she pregnant? She's puking. So I think she is. Go lay down. Get some rest while your husband is punching a hole in a jug. He probably came back from outside like, I don't feel so good, dear. I think she's better now. She started sweeping the house. It took her only a couple more hours to realize that she's pregnant. eating for two. And she went to tell Edmund this good news. She's like, husband, we're having a baby after 2 years. Go and hug your wife. It's such a happy moment for them. He will go back gardening. Our plants need a lot of tending today. Lots of bugs and weeds. By the way, I was counting their rescues and it took them 11 tries to get pregnant at 25% chance. More than I expected. I don't think baby will be born this episode. It's long enough already. In a previous episode, I asked for names for our future babies in this challenge. I will use a name from that comment section. Thank you for everyone who left name suggestions. I think I will make a list of medieval baby names to choose from using your suggestions, so you can leave your baby names under any episode of this series, but they need to be medieval appropriate, 1300s appropriate for now. Look who's visiting us again. It's soon to be grandpa. Martha, go and tell good news to your dad. I will send Edmund and Garrett hunting again, and Grandma Juliana came. We should tell her news too. She will be great grandma. I don't think people lived that long in 14th century, but rules and death rolls don't apply to her. I did put custom agent from the Ultimate Decades timeline into my game using MCC mod, so she will be elder for 80 in-game days and die at 70 years old, naturally. They back from hunting. I swear those squirrels they hunting were dragging them through the mud. Why you both look like that? It's next day, a new year. It's 13:05 and we have very sunny morning today. We went through 9, almost 10 days this episode. I am waiting for Martha's second trimester to start because I want to see her cute little bump. It would be a sweet end to this episode. Next episode we will have our first ever death rolls. That's both exciting and scary. Girl, your apron is hiding everything. Honestly, you barely can tell even without apron. She's precious. But it's all for this episode. At the end, we have happy growing family. If you like this video, don't forget to leave it a like, comment on it, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll meet you in the next one. Until then, bye!